What would happen if the ocean suddenly disappeared? And here you are, sipping your water, gazing out, completely unaware anything could change. But what if every ocean on Earth simply vanished in a single instant? Suddenly, the horizon stutters, flickers, and your stomach drops because this is real. Right now, this harbor town runs like any other, boats bobbing, markets buzzing, water everywhere. Here's the scale. The oceans hold 97% of all water on Earth. Trace the trenches and you feel it, miles of crushing depth, an unimaginable volume of seawater. Yet spread across the planet, that ocean is just a thin film over solid rock. Down at the market, it is a perfect day. Fresh fish on the ice cream cones in the sun. So picture it from here. What would actually happen if that water just disappeared?
Then snap, a shimmer races across the sea, and the color just drains away. Within minutes, the water is already retreating, sinking down the pilings, bearing everything it once hid. Maya takes a sip, then freezes. The entire sea is pulling away from the shore. Imagine the whole harbor draining like a bathtub, the water spiraling away into nothing. Her grip locks onto the railing. Some instinct knows the world just changed. From space, our blue marble browns over. Earth is losing the oceans that defined it. On the boardwalk, gasps ripple through the crowd as the basin keeps emptying. The oceanographer barely blinks. He checks his watch, already counting what comes next. Hours later, the harbor is a crater. Boats lie on their sides in glistening sludge. Maya steps onto the seabed itself, ground no human was ever meant to stand on. She lifts a stranded starfish from the cracking mud. Their entire world just vanished. Down in the deep, creatures built for crushing dark now gasp helplessly in open air. The fishermen just stare. These boats will never float again. 3 billion people depend on the sea for food. In moments, that lifeline is gone. It starts small. The seafood counter empties first, ice melting over shelves that will never restock. For Maya, the fear arrives the moment the empty seabed stares back at her. The world's megaports beach overnight. 90% of global trade simply stops moving. Where giants once swam, only a silhouette on the dry floor. Here's the cascade. No ocean means no evaporation, and clouds thin until the rain stops. Maya searches a sky that no longer gathers clouds, her bottle suddenly precious.
At street level, the town's tap sputters, surrendering its last reluctant drops into a cup. Far inland, farmland that depended on ocean rain cracks open and fades to dust. Rationing begins. Crowds press around water trucks, raising every jug and bottle they own. Most of our rain is born over the oceans, and now there are none. At home, Maya hoards every drop, filling each pot from a faucet barely breathing. And underground, the soil starves, roots shriveling as the fields die quietly from below. Cut the oceans, and the rivers vanish too. Riverbeds become dust devil alleys. For us, the air turns to grit, every breath now a battle against dust. What was a harbor is now a salt graveyard, cracked from rim to horizon. Freshwater becomes treasure, measured drop by drop, and rationing begins.
With no ocean to soak up heat, days scorch and nights freeze brutally. Without the sea's cooling breath, the town bakes under a relentless noon. Even the experts can only huddle in shade, fanning a heat with no mercy. The grid buckles next. Dams run dry, and the power begins to fail. Hydropower is gone, and the lights die. Cities slip into darkness. And the deepest threat is invisible. The sea's plankton made half our oxygen. Half the air in your lungs came from the sea, and now it is silent. Now even climbing a few stairs steals your breath. The thin air is failing us. Strip away every ocean, and the sky itself starts to choke and thin. As oxygen drops, calm shatters into a desperate scramble for every breath.
One by one, the towns fall silent, shutters down, streets abandoned. And it lands on Maya all at once. This is the whole world ending. From space, our blue marble is gone. Just a dead brown stone. Survivors crowd into shelters, hoarding water and rationing what little air remains. With no ocean to absorb it, carbon climbs and trapped heat spikes run away. By lamplight, Maya and Dr. Okafor count the hours the planet has left. And without ocean to hold the warmth, nights now plunge far below freezing. The old harbor, once alive with tides, lies frozen under a starless bright void. Maya holds her empty bottle close, the last warm thing in a frozen world. She scrapes the last teal paint from the rail, the final color of a drowned world.
And here is the end of that road, a frozen world where every ocean has vanished. The few who remain gather around the last warmth on a sea floor that will never fill again. He tells her the simple truth. Without its oceans, the planet can barely keep us alive. The lighthouse still turns, sweeping its beam across a canyon where the sea used to be. Maya walks her main street and finds only frost, cracked stone, and an endless silence. Slice it open, and the basin is just salt, dust, and the fossils of a vanished world. And in her eyes, you can see it. The frozen wasteland she once called home. But this is only a question. So let's rewind and watch the frost begin to melt away. Water floods back into the basin, the boats lift free, and the sea is reborn. Maya gasps as cool teal waves lap the pier once more, and color rushes back.
She dips her hands into the living sea, droplets catching the light like tiny jewels. The harbor breathes again, boats bobbing, the market alive, gulls circling a sea reborn. The water came back, and the whole town breathed again, cheering at the shimmering sea. Lesson delivered. The ocean isn't background scenery, it's the engine running everything. Lungs, thermostat, and water pump. One ocean quietly running 3 planet-sized jobs at once. Every sip, every breath, every mild season, all of it traces back to that water. Back where we started, the gulls in the sea felt different now, precious. One smile, one calm breath, proof the living ocean is still here, still working. From up here, it's obvious, this is an ocean planet, and we just live on it. The ocean is keeping you alive right now, so stick around and keep wondering.